What's up, everybody? My name is Allison. I play the trombone, and I've not been here for a really, really long time. But here I am. I'm back. I felt like doing a ranking today because I just, I felt like it. I just like sitting and talking. It's easier than music videos, so sorry. So we're gonna rank some solos today. Couple reasons why I wanted to do that. One, rankings are fun, and two, I don't know, I feel like, especially if you're getting started with trombone, I wanted to just introduce a few of the most well-known solos, I think. Are they the best ones? I don't know, we'll see. Are they the most famous ones? Probably. But I just wanted to introduce a few of those to you, just so that in case you don't know any of these solos, you can be like, oh, that's a solo I can look up. And if you do know these solos, you can be like, yeah, that one sucks. Or whatever you want to say about the solo. Yeah. So looking at all the solos I've provided today, I have either played or at least coached most all of these, I think. Couple criteria I'm looking for, is it a banger? Does it slap? Pretty standard. Is it fun to play? Like, is it actually fun to make the sounds with the horn? Do I think the audience will like it? Stuff like that. And we'll just kind of see what we get. What could go wrong? All right, first up, we got the Grøndahl Concerto. Classic. So classic. Played it on at least a recital or two. Grøndahl is a pretty certified bop. It's got a really beautiful kind of B melody in the first movement. It's pretty great. Orchestra's always really cool. I feel like I'm gonna give this an A. I'm gonna give it an A. An A for Grøndahl. It's a pretty good piece. I like all the movements. It's pretty cool. Definitely the first one is probably the most famous. I feel like it's always the first one because it's the only one we ever practice or get to. So yeah, I'm gonna give it an A. Why not? Next up is Bernstein's Elegy for Mippy 2. I don't know who Mippy 1 was. Does anybody know? Write in the comments if you know who Mippy 1 is. I don't know. I think Mippy was a dog. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I think Mippy's a dog. So this one is fine. It's fine, I guess. Sorry. It's cool because it's unaccompanied. It's just you playing the trombone, and then you also get to like hoot and holler stomp on the stage while you do it, and that's kind of dope. I like when composers kind of take advantage of the body and the rest of it as opposed to just the instrument part. It's kind of jazzy, kind of sassy. Do I think audiences care about it? No. Do I care about it? Not really, but kinda. I mean, I like it. I don't love it. It's good. It's not my favorite. But it's still pretty good. I'm gonna give it a B. For Burns, we're just gonna give these letters based after the composer's names, I think. Why not? It gets a B. Next up, Crespo, Improvisation number 1. This is stupid. It is incredibly, so here's what it is, okay? Crespo is somebody standing around making the most obnoxious, stupid noises. It's like you're pretending to be an elephant to annoy your friends. And then somebody like George Collier on YouTube went and they transcribed the whole thing because it's hilarious. And then they tried to pass that as this is an actual solo, and yes, That's my opinion of the Crespo. I'm sure there's a deeper meaning to it. I'm sure that Crespo had a lot of amazing ideas and feelings when composing this. I do feel like a jerk saying everything I just said, but it's just how I feel. I think this is dumb. Is it fun to play? Yeah, it's fun to play, I think. I like it. But it's just kind of, after the first bop, 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 pedal note. After that, I'm just like, I'm done. Like, that was fun. I'm gonna give this, I swear, I'm not trying to match the composer to the letter, but I am gonna give this a C. I'm gonna give it a C for two reasons. One, again, it's fun to play at the beginning. It just turns into, again, elephant noises that are transcribed. But also, I think the audience would be the same. They would listen to it and be like, wow. And then it's like 25 minutes of multiphonics and it just gets so, I don't know, it's just fatiguing to listen to, it's fatiguing to play, but you gotta respect the skill needed. So anyway, we're gonna go with C. I really hope I'm not this complicated on the rest of them. Next up, David Concertino, classic. It's one of the most famous trombone solos of all time. Maybe it's the most famous of all time, I don't know. Really great stuff. There's a lot of great little Easter eggs or little sort of traditions that players take that are not on the page. It's kind of like when you're a marching band and you play a song in the stands and then your section leader's like, oh no, we don't play what's on the page, we do this instead, and it's just a thing we do. There's a few of those in the David, which I think is really nice. It's kind of like a way of being part of the trombone community. It's a beautiful, lush piece with full orchestra. It's a banger. I played this for my senior recital. I did it with 4 trombone players. A friend of mine actually took the orchestral accompaniment and whittled it down to 4 trombones and made a full accompaniment of a trombone quartet with me playing the melody. I really like this piece. It's challenging in a lot of the right ways. It's kind of basic in a lot of ways, but I think sometimes basic is a great thing. I'm definitely gonna give this an A. I'm gonna give it an A. I think that it would be pleasing enough for a crowd. I think they would enjoy it. It's fun to play. It's fun to listen to. It's just a good piece. Hindemith. I gotta tell you, something you need to know about me. My musical tastes are very basic. I'm a simpleton when it comes to music. There's a lot of like transcendent layers to music that frankly I don't understand a lot of the time. I appreciate that they're there. I appreciate that people appreciate it. I like that people can understand music at that level. I'm gonna be frank with you, I'm not at that level. I'm not there. So when I hear stuff like Hindemith, I understand there are musical ideas in it. I can hear musical motifs that are present. I hear those motifs get repeated. I hear them get modulated and modified as all music should. I get it. It's very structured. It's very well written in that way. It makes sense. But I hate it. I just don't like, there are moments in it that are okay. Look, I can't just say there's nothing good in an entire piece, but just like, I don't like it. I'm sorry. I don't like it. It's just, and it's not fun to play. It's just a bunch of random picking at a keyboard and then just praying that you can hit it. It takes a lot of skill to do it. And there are a couple of nice moments, but I just don't really like it. I'm going to straight up give it D, I think. I'm going to give it a D. this is not my thing. This isn't, sorry. Next, oh boy, roast me in the comments. Jørgensen? I want to say Jørgensen, that sounds more right. Romance. I like it. It's a nice piece. It's a romance. It's lovely. It's nice, and it's lovely, and that's pretty much all I have to say about it. It gets a B. That's it. It gets a B. Larsson. Concertino. Larsson. I like the Larsson. The Larsson is a very sassy piece. The entire thing is essentially based on a kind of a little sassy triad or tritone. It's an arpeggio, and then it's got this little sharp 4. Ba bum bum ba The Simpsons. It's kind of that, and it's cool because you get the sassy fanfare at the beginning, and that's cool. You have a really slow melody in the middle that's sort of like pensive, and at times it gets a little kind of like threatening, which is kind of neat. But then the last movement, I love playing fast stuff. So I love that it took the original motif and it does it really quickly. I love stuff like that. I love stuff that makes people's eyebrows go up, like, oh, trombones can do things. That's crazy. So I would give the Larsson, I'm going to give it an A. I give it an A just because I like it. It's fun to play. I think it's easy to follow for audiences. And it's fun. I like it. This one, I don't know how common this piece is, actually. I don't know if people know this piece. If you do, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear that. This is 2 Moments by Mitsuoka. So I'm a bit biased here. I really like Japan, first of all. I like Japan. And I like Japan for a lot of reasons. But for me, as somebody who is a very fast talker, who never stops talking, whose mind is racing at 150 miles a minute all the time, Japan has this quality that I very deeply admire, and at times I really want to emulate, and that is their absolute fearlessness when it comes to taking their time, when it comes to being very quiet and having patience and just living in the present moment. If you've ever seen a Ghibli film, Studio Ghibli, you'll see a lot of moments where maybe cicadas are sounding off in a field, and a lot of people say that the pacing is very slow, but that is intentional. Japan very much values those simple moments in life that you can actually stop and just take it in. The Mitsuoka is absolutely this. It's that concept put into trombone piece form, and I really like it for that reason. It's unaccompanied. It's absolutely unaccompanied. It's a very, at least when I was taught how to play it, it's a very rubato piece, a lot of movement with the time. You do have to give back the time you take, but there's a lot of sort of time stretch, which is pretty big. It starts with a kind of fanfare, bombastic, dum ba dum bum ba bum, and all that. But then the second movement especially, I really, really enjoy it. It's very pensive. If you've ever heard the Japanese national anthem, it's akin to that. It takes a very good player. It takes somebody with impeccable phrasing and tone. When you pull it off, I think that it makes the listener lean in. And because, especially if you're not from Japan, it has a very intriguing sound, not only because it's unaccompanied, but just by the scales being used and the figures happening and all the motifs and stuff. I think it's a fantastic piece. I think it really showcases a lot of what trombone can do, just like emotionally, and I think it's really great. I'm gonna be super lame and I'm gonna give this an S because I just think it's really good. I don't know, it's a good piece, check it out. Bluebells. Don't even have to stop with this. S, come on, S. Duh. The Bluebells of Scotland is the best. It's the best trombone solo of all time. I'll say it. Yes, I'm old-fashioned. Shut your pie hole. I don't care. It's great. I love it. It's awesome. It's so easy for audiences to follow. This is the Carnival of Venice for trombone, okay? It starts with a very lovely, very easy to identify with folk tune that anybody could sing along with, and it gradually, with each variation, gets faster and more complicated. It shows everything the trombone can do. It's every single bit of the range of trombone. It ends with a double high F, and you could do a pedal F at the end. What's not to like? It's fun to play, and it's fun for people to hear. It's just awesome. S. Finish. Next up, we have the Sulek. Vox Gabrieli, the Sulek. Yeah, you know, it's a very good piece. I would call it lush, first of all. You need a pianist with like 12 fingers to play this. It's much harder for the accompanist. Much harder for the accompanist than for the trombone player, in my opinion. It's ridiculous. The trombone is just going, ah, and the piano is going the entire time. But that's what gives it this amazing, lush is the only word I can think of. Just this full, just sweeping sound that just pulls you in. I mean, right from beat one. It's got a lot of beautiful melodies in it. Because my preference, again, I'm a very simple human being. I like crowd pleasers. I like them the best because they're simple. If you play them quickly, people love it. I'm very simply minded. I think that the Sulek is a great piece. I will say it encompasses all of my weaknesses as a trombone player. I would still give it an A though. I'd give it an A, just cause. I give it an A, because it's a great piece, and I should spend more time with it. That's what I should do. Guilmant. Morceau Symphonique. If you are a trombone player that's maybe just beginning high school, if you've been playing for a few years, if you're looking for a solo to start with, I think Guilmant is a really good one. I think it's a good one to start with. There's also, of course, the Telemann. Telemann is a really good one to start with, but the Guilmant is really great. I really love the Guilmant. It's funny because to me, I always mix these two up. There's the Guilmant Morceau Symphonique, and then there's the Barat Andante and Allegro. I always mix those up. Every single time. I definitely would say that Guilmant is the winner here. I think it's the winner. I think Andante and Allegro is good, but I think that it's a slow movement and a fast movement, and Morceau Symphonique is the same. In Andante and Allegro, I think that the slow part is quite good. There's some challenging licks in there, and it's nice. It's about the same as the Guilmant here, but I feel like the Allegro part in Andante and Allegro is just a little, it's a little hokey. It's just hokey, like, ha 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 ha. It's just kind of, it feels like an etude to me. It's just not very, I don't know, it doesn't feel organic. I feel like the Guilmant does a lot better at getting it to somewhere where it doesn't feel like it's just from an etude book, that it's not super contrived. It actually makes sense. But the real reason why I love Morceau Symphonique is because the very first 2 notes of the piece, challenging, but beautiful. It's very mournful. It's an E flat minor. You have this minor 6, and that's hard. That's hard. Oh, I can do it. Show me. It's hard. Of course you can do it with practice, but it takes such finesse. You have to finesse your way through it. And when you do, you can really make the trombone sing in a way that people don't appreciate. It's so good. It's so good. You know what? I think just for like historical sake, and just for those 2 notes alone, I'm straight up going to put it in the S tier. It's just going to be S all the way. S tier. It's just so good. I don't know. It's classic. Classic. And the last one for now, last but not least, good old Rimsky-Korsakov. Rimsky-Korsakov Concerto. It really feels like a ballet. It sounds like something that would be in a ballet. I don't know why. It gives me like Nutcracker vibes, you know? It feels like the Nutcracker. I really like it. It's fun to play. It's got a lot of, it's neat because it's like, it's kind of like a dexterity and fanfare exercise at the same time. And I know they sound the same, but dexterity and fanfare to me are 2 different things. I feel like being able to leap through these arpeggios, but doing it in a very punchy way that gives you a full and rich sound is really hard to do. And so I really appreciate it for that. I really love the last one. That's kind of more the dexterity for me, where you have to do that, but you have to do it with this light fluffiness. And it's the contrast of those 2 different sounds that you're kind of going for. I really like that. I really like things like this where it's a good balance between showing capabilities of the trombone, using not just the technical aspects, but using the tonal aspects as well, right? Changing up the timbre through the piece, being able to focus on that as like a thing. But also I really like where the melodies are really accessible to my very basic brain. Like there's a lot of trombone pieces where I'll be honest, like I'll hear the thing and it's like I can't hum anything afterwards. Now, a lot of that's probably my own brain deficiency, but like if something's an earworm and it's catchy and like it's simple and it grabs me, I really, really gravitate towards solos with that. So for me, I think Rimsky-Korsakov definitely has a lot of that for me. I'm gonna give this an A. I'm gonna give it an A. It's really fun. I think audiences really like it. Obviously, I mean, the S tier is really just my own personal faves tier. I'm not saying that Guilmant is necessarily better, I guess, than Rimsky-Korsakov, but in my own personal ranking, I would give it an A. I really like it. It's really fun. But when I play Bluebells of Scotland, I feel like I'm on top of the world, you know? It's just the power of Bluebells. That is it. I'm pretty satisfied with my rankings. I feel like that's pretty darn accurate. I definitely feel like that is objective truth, and you cannot argue with me in the comments about any of that. If you have heard any of these pieces, please let me know in the comments. Tell me what you like about these pieces. Tell me what you don't like about these pieces. If you want me to do any other rankings of any kind, let me know in the comments. If you want some trombone tips, let me know in the comments. If you want to comment and tell me how you don't need my trombone advice and what I say is wrong, obviously, and you already know, tell me in the comments. I love that the most. All right, thanks again for watching. Hope you had fun with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.